A stab will inoculate bacteria deep into the agar to grow anaerobically. To perform a deep stab of an agar slant, you'll need your bacterial stock culture, your inoculating needle, and an uninoculated agar slant tube. For example, I'm using a triple sugar iron slant. Use a permanent marker to label the new tube with your initials, your class section, the date, and the organism you'll use to inoculate the tube. Light the bunsen burner and adjust the air intake until you can clearly see the inner cone of the flame. Lightly flick or agitate the culture tube to mix the broth to ensure that the bacteria are resuspended in the culture tube. Loosen the caps on both tubes. Flame your inoculating needle, beginning at the portion of the wire closest to the handle, and ending at the tip of the wire. You should see that the wire, or needle, turns red as it's fully heated. Remove the wire from the flame. Wait briefly for it to cool. It's important that the wire has a brief cooling period before placing it in the culture broth. If the wire is too hot, the bacteria to be transferred will be killed. Open the bacterial broth and hold the cap with your pinky finger. Briefly pass the open top of the glass tube through the flame to kill any microorganisms that may be contaminating the opening of the tube and could potentially contaminate the culture broth. Carefully dip your needle into the broth. If you hear a sizzling sound, your wire is too hot. Remove the needle and flame the opening of the tube again to eliminate any microorganisms that may have been introduced accidentally. Replace the cap and return the culture tube to the wire rack. Pick up the uninoculated agar slant tube. Remove the cap to the new agar tube, holding it with your pinky finger, and flame the opening of the tube. As carefully as you can, stab the needle down in the direct center of the agar tube, to the butt of the tube. Bring the needle back up, retracing the inoculating stab path. Zigzag up the slant and remove the needle. Flame the opening of the tube. Replace the cap. Reflame the needle, being sure to begin at the wire closest to the handle. You may now set the inoculating needle down on the benchtop. Incubate the tube at 37 degrees Celsius, or at the specified optimum temperature for that bacteria.